First off, I would like to point out the bags under my eyes and the unshaved face. I need to apologize because I try not to wait until the night before to start a speech. I know what you're all thinking. This face does not go with this outfit. I know that you all can tell that I stayed up last night. I actually stayed up till 2 to work on this, but hey, that's how a majority of the seniors have been this semester. It's been a continuous cycle of waiting till last minute to get homework done. I guess I need to work on that. Today I'm going to talk to you about the effects of stress on the human body, the importance, the background, and how all of us are trying to understand what we are feeling. To get the gears turning, I want to start off with the importance of this speech. Normalizing feelings. Being able to talk about what stresses each of us out, and not feeling bad for what we feel as individuals. In a brain study, Dr. Bruce McEwen describes being stressed out with this quote: "In a medical or biological context, stress is a physical, mental, or emotional factor that causes bodily or mental tension. Stresses can be external from the modern world, physical or psychological, or internal, illness, or from a medical procedure. Stress can initiate the fight or flight response, a complex reaction of neurologic and endocrinologic systems." I like the way that Dr. Ewan uses this quote because it helps individuals like you and me to see that there is more than one way to look at the effects of stress on the human body. Each of us feels stress in our everyday lives. To start off with school, our classwork, our busy work, the busy work that our teachers want us to do and we don't do, our studying, our testing, working, students getting ready to go to college, get jobs, not wanting to overwork yourselves, and then not being able to live up to a certain standard, not being able to live your parents' dreams, and not being able to be that doctor or lawyer, or having to be that parent. If your parents are divorced, you have to be that father figure or that mother figure. And then, plus, you don't really have that much downtime. I mean, we're all seniors and we're all doing so much. There's just no time to go get a coffee or binge watch that Netflix series. And then there's no privacy. Social media seems like everybody already knows everything. But you know what? The brain is the target. I was reading through Dr. Ewan's research, and he said the brain is the key organ of the stress response because it determines what is threatening and therefore stressful, and also controls the behavioral and psychological responses. This quote makes me think of individual differences in the response to stress and how we look at stress in the modern world. And so this video talks about the brain responding to stress.
Stress begins with something called the hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis, a series of interactions between endocrine glands in the brain and on the kidney, which controls your body's reaction to stress. When your brain detects a stressful situation, your HPA axis is instantly activated and releases a hormone called cortisol, which primes your body for instant action. But high levels of cortisol over long periods of time wreak havoc on your brain. For example, chronic stress increases the activity level and number of neural connections in the amygdala, your brain's fear center. And as levels of cortisol rise, electric signals in your hippocampus, the part of the brain associated with learning, memories, and stress control, deteriorate. The hippocampus also inhibits the activity of the HPA axis, so when it weakens, so does your ability to control your stress. That's not all though. Cortisol can literally cause your brain to shrink in size. Too much of it results in the loss of synaptic connections between neurons and the shrinking of your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that regulates behaviors like concentration, decision-making, judgment, and social interaction. It also leads to fewer new brain cells being made in the hippocampus. This means chronic stress might make it harder for you to learn and remember things, and also set the stage for more serious mental problems like depression and eventually Alzheimer's.
And this video really gives you a look at the fight or flight response that we as individuals have in scary situations. It's really kind of crazy to think about it like this, but the brain is the target, and the brain being a target comes with many effects. Starting with the physical effects, your muscles tense up, you have difficulty breathing, chest pain, heartburn, acid reflux. With your skin, you can get acne. I mean, there's just a lot of effects that happen on the body. And to break it down, the musculoskeletal system, when it is stressed up, your muscles tense up. And muscle tension is a reflex reaction to stress. And this is a way that the body guards against injury and pain. And then you have the respiratory system. And so when you start having a change in your breathing pattern, stress will cause rapid breathing or hyperventilation, and this can cause a person to pass out or have panic attacks. And then you have the psychological effects like depression, anxiety, phobias, fears, panic attacks. But is stress always bad? Yes? No? Well, a little bit of stress can help you. So like for the average jock, stress can push you to perform better on the field or better on the court, but for all the bookworms, stress helps you to meet deadlines and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of stress can cause problems to your physical and emotional health. And stress management techniques. Staying active is actually the #1 way to get rid of stress. So like doing yoga, doing physical activities, eating healthy, spending time with friends and family, or just people who make you happy, make you laugh, make you smile. Being able to talk about your feelings, having personal time, watching that Netflix series, and then sleeping. So, conclusions. From the research I've done, a major goal should be to seek social support from friends and family. Do everything from both sides, maintain a healthy diet, avoid smoking, and set yourself up with a regular routine. So today I was given the opportunity to talk about the effects of stress on the human body, the importance, the background, and how we all have something in common. I hope that each of you leave this class with a new knowledge on the subject, and those of you who still need to start on your project, don't wait till last minute. You'll get stressed out. Thank you.